Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Grady Physics. So this is video 8 on chapter 3rd of class 11th. In this video we talk about relative velocity. Before we started this topic, you know about some basic terms like velocity, average velocity, instantaneous velocity. If you don't know about these topics, then don't worry, just go and watch my previous videos. The link is in the description. So without wasting the time, let's start the session. Relative velocity. What did you mean by relative velocity? So, the relative velocity is the velocity of one body with respect to another body. Suppose you are driving a car and you overtake the other car from behind. What actually happens is that the driver from the car behind you sees the car coming the backward direction and eventually goes back. But the person standing on the ground doesn't see it as the car is moving backwards, although the driver behind sees it that way. This is what relative velocity is. Now let us understand on taking more examples on this. Suppose when you are traveling in a car or bus or train, you see the trees, buildings and many other things outside going backwards. But they are really going backwards? No, you know it pretty well that it's your vehicle that is moving while the trees are stationary on the ground. But then, why do the trees appear to be moving backwards? Also, the co-passengers with you who are moving appear stationary to you despite moving. It is because in your frame both you and your co-passengers are moving together, which means there is no relative velocity between you and the passengers, whereas the trees are stationary while you are moving. Therefore, trees are moving at some relative velocity with respect to you and the other passenger. And the relative velocity is the difference of velocities between you and the trees. So, the relative velocity is the velocity of an object or observer B in the rest frame of another object or the observer A. The general formula of velocity is velocity of B relate to A, which is Vv minus Va. This is the only formula that describes the concept of relative velocity. When two objects are moving in the same direction, then our formula becomes VAB is equals to VA plus VV. So, when two objects are moving in the opposite direction, then the formula becomes VAB is equals to VA minus VV. So these are the formulas for when object is moving in the same direction, opposite direction as well. Now let us understand the concept of relative velocity with this example. Consider two trains moving with the same speed and in the same direction. Even if both the trains are in motion with respect to buildings, trees along the two sides of the track, yet to the observer of the train, the other train doesn't seem to be moving at all. So the velocity of the other train appears to be 0. So this is our example of train for relative velocity. Now we will take another example to understand it clearly. Suppose you are in a car moving at 50 meter per hour. The 50 meter per hour is your relative velocity as compared to the surface of the earth. All the same time, if I am sitting next to you, your relative velocity compared to me is 0. If we were on a bus and you walk forward at 1 meter per hour, your relative velocity on the earth would be 51 meter per hour and your relative velocity compared to me would be 1 meter per hour. So we can say that relative velocity is simply any object's speed compared to any other object regardless of its speed. Now we will understand some questions related to relative velocity. Our first question is, what is the need of using relative velocity? So the need of using relative velocity is that it is used for differentiating if the object is at rest or moving. Now move to the second question, which is what is the use of relative velocity? The concept of relative velocity applies to two objects. It is helpful in solving problems to make reference object stationary by applying negative of its velocity to both objects. The resultant velocity of the moving object is equal to the relative velocity of the moving object with respect to the reference object. So this is the second question. Now move to the third one, which is state if the statement is true or false. Relative velocity can be negative. The above statement is true. The relative velocity can be negative, as relative velocity is the difference between two velocities irrespective of the magnitude of the velocities. So it can be negative. Our next question is, what is the difference between velocity and relative velocity? So the difference between velocity and relative velocity is that velocity is measured with respect to a reference point which is related to different points, while relative velocity is measured in a frame where an object is either at rest or moving with respect to absolute frame. So this is the difference between velocity and relative velocity. Now move to the next question. Is zero relative velocity possible? If it is possible, then explain. So the answer is yes. The zero relative velocity is possible. Your velocity will also be 60 meters per second with respect to ground, but your relative velocity with respect to car, which is zero, because you are part of the same car. Hence, the relative velocity can be zero. Now move to the next question, which is what is relative velocity when it is maximum? So the answer is the relative velocity of the body with respect to other body is maximum if they move in opposite direction. Thus the angle between their velocities must be pi so that their relative velocity is maximum. So guys, these are the important questions which were asked in the exam. So here we completed our concept of relative velocity. Now we will meet in the next video with another topic. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like the video, then please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get more new posts.